Good evening, Garden Gains. Just want to give you a quick video on a Barbados cherry that I have reviewed in my last video, but today I noticed some flowers developing, so excited about that. Let me show you guys. See if I can zoom in. There's that. Let me show you if I can find something else. There you go. See if I can. There. As far as I know, that's all I see. Could be more hidden. Well, oh, and there's those right there. So there's those and those. Well, I'm extremely excited. This tree I just recently purchased, so I'm excited that put it in the ground and it's putting on some growth, flowers. All in all, a win-win. Now, just hoping that this flower get pollinated and matures, and I'm able to actually pick it and eat it, review it for you guys. So extremely excited. Once again, Barbados cherry here in Zone 10A, San Francisco Bay Area. And with all my trees that I planted, I use compost, worm castings, azomite, rock dust, and once I put it in the ground, I put some fish emulsion or fish fertilizer, some kelp, and I think all that helps. And so before I let you guys go, let me just do a quick review on a Grumichama tree that I just recently planted. Give me a second, guys. Alright, folks, this is the recently planted Grumichama. This area here receives morning sun up to about maybe noon, and then after that it's shaded out. From what I've read and from what I actually see is that this type of tree or shrub prefers sun but some shade too. So this came actually, it was a central leader trunk that broke off when I opened the box, but as you can tell, we have some new growth right there. Alright, folks, Grumichama. This is Surinam cherry. And this is the red version. I do have a black Surinam cherry, so this is the red. I got in a 5-gallon. It's kind of wilted right here. This is from the plant shock, I'm assuming. I transferred it to this 5-gallon. But all in all, this is a tree shrub that's pretty resistant to weather, as long as it doesn't go past like 25 degrees or what. Whatever, which it doesn't here where I live. Here's some grapes. These look like, I don't think they're gonna mature. I might as well take these off. Use that for compost. All right, folks. I have a Kiwi trellis. This side is the female, and on that end over there is the male, and they intertwine here. And I believe, if I've read correctly, for every male kiwi, you can pollinate, I believe, up to, I know it's more than 5, but I can't remember exactly if it's 10 female kiwi. But I have to kind of look through to see if there's any, because last year I had about a couple of kiwis that perished. Didn't mature, fully mature, that is. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this if it doesn't produce for me. I mean, other than that, it's highly ornamental. These leaves are really nice. Pineapple guava. And this here, I grew this from seed. This is a Tamarillo, which is basically like a tree tomato. Tamarillo. This is originally from the Andes. Look it up, guys. It looks like a straight up tomato with a red tomato, but I think they also come in yellow. But I have this variation here is a red. I got the seed when I went to Rolling River Nursery in person, and I was talking to the guy who worked there, Joe, and he offered me to taste it, and that was last year, and he told me keep the seeds, which I did, and I definitely got to change to a different pot. Either a pot, another pot, or plant it in the ground. Look it up, guys. Tamarillo tree tomato. All right. This is planted this earlier this year. This is a a mulberry. This is the Everbearing variety. Didn't fruit for me this year. Did manage to get up to maybe the very top, I'd say about 7 feet. So it's definitely gonna fruit for me next year. Wonder if I should trellis this, you know, going that way and that way, or leave it up that way, or I can just snip it off there, let it grow side to side. This is I have 2 of these. This is my Panache. You know, this Panache is on the ground, and I don't have that many. Whereas I have another in a container where it gets full sun the whole day, and I have a bunch of them on there. So this tree here gets morning sun up to about maybe 3, and then it gets shaded out by these palms, my neighbor's palms. So I think that has something to do with that, because this has been in the ground for this is, I think, the 2nd season that's been in the ground, and so it's pretty much telling me that this needs to be in full sun. And I mean, these typically are grown like in the Central Valley, where it gets in the triple digits, which is better suited for that area. So if you want to grow it here, the Bay Area, it needs to be in full sun. Alright folks, with that I'll let you guys go. Garden Gains.